Welcome, friends. We all know the importance of HR and labor laws in any organization, business, establishment, or industry. In short, any type of business, you name it, it is important. In absence of human resources and labor laws, no single business can run smoothly because this is the basic requirement and it lays the foundation of the organization. So, since beginning only, one has to be very serious, conscious while understanding and implementing proper human resource policies and labor laws. So, we are trying to make simple human resources and labor laws for any related party, such as party may be worker, employer, management, organization, government, society, to understand it in proper way and implement, make the necessary compliances on time, then only one can ensure smooth functioning of the business. Unless and until we know business runs smoothly, we cannot really achieve the business goals. If we achieve the business goals, then only we can make the profit. So it's our sincere effort and honest effort to bring you all such complicated but very important and essential topics for your day to day life to make it more effective at your workplace. In this channel, so far we have covered various labor laws, its applicability, its meanings, definitions, and then slowly we have gone to the various practical applications. And we are trying to give you the certain notes also to make it more simple and understand. So today's topic is also very important. Leave. It's a part 2. In earlier video we had discussed about all privilege leaves and its policies, practices, and now we are discussing casual leave today because casual leave is very important in all such employees' life immediately as soon as they join any organization. Let's go in more detail. Basically, meaning of the casual leave itself is casual. Casual means for uncertain and unplanned reasons. So let's see what is the applicability of this casual leave. So applicability is all category of workmen as classified under the Industrial Employees Standing Orders Act 1946 and Maharashtra state rules, because our aim is to bring certain model. So we are considering today Maharashtra state rules and similar lines all other states are also supposed to implement. So let's see the eligibility as per standing orders, that who can enjoy, who is eligible. So we have seen all category of workmen employed in any establishment we discuss, any business, but to begin with, in Maharashtra it requires 50 or more manpower in shop act, and in industry 150 or more. So this provision is given under the Industrial Employment Standing Orders Act, but they have not prescribed number of days casual leave to be given in a calendar year. It is at the choice. So Normally, in this case, we follow industrial practice, or we call it as a area practice in our areas normally. Similar type of nature of business, what they are following. So as a guideline, we follow industry practice. So in current situation, most of the industries offer 6 to 7 days casual leave to all eligible employees. So let's see casual leave rules based on legal and industry norms. That's why we say casual leave rules are based on legal as well as industry norms. Objective of this casual leave is when it is granted to meet unforeseen and emergent reasons. Because very difficult to describe or define unforeseen or emergent reasons. So it depends upon case to case. Let's see who is entitled. We have seen whom it is applicable. So let's see who is entitled. Entitlement is all the regular worker. It includes probationers and trainees shall be eligible for 6 days or 7 days casual leave with pay in every calendar year. This is considered for calendar year. Calendar year means January to December. So next condition is entitlement. Casual leave to be granted to only permanent probationers and company trainees. It should be credited on pro rata basis from the date of joining. This is the industry practice. Its scope is very wide, but however it is happening in today's scenario like this. Application for casual leave has to be in prescribed format or in prescribed cards, and it has to be applied before proceeding on leave as far as possible. If reasons are known, then immediately before proceeding, or if reasons are not known, immediately after resuming the duties. Next condition is except for emergent reasons. It is very important. Casual leave shall be limited to 3 days at a time, because emergency situation can come any number of times. That's why one cannot enjoy more than 3 days at a time. This is also important. Holidays declared by the management and weekly holidays may be prefixed or suffixed to casual leaves. This is useful for the beneficiaries, but at the same time, let's see the next condition. Casual leave shall be non-accumulative and no leave of any kind shall be combined with casual leave. It's vice versa. It means one cannot combine privilege leave or sick leave with casual leave, but one can prefix or suffix the holidays as discussed. In emergencies, considering the situation, management may grant half days casual leave, but most of the management prefers to give half day in second half, because in most of the organizations 70% work is done in first half only. That is the concept in industry. So this is about casual leave rules. So very important note, this is the legal field. So don't forget to watch our video full, right from the beginning to end. Then only one can understand it properly. so it can be implemented in future very effectively. So don't forget to subscribe, share, like our channel. In next video, we will come in next week with new topic on different leave. Till then, be home, be safe at home. Thanks for watching our video.